Joining me now is Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff of California, the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. And Congressman, you just saw the president's tweet. He wants to move forward in the face of Putin's denial. What's your response?
Well, my response is, how can we really believe that the president pressed Putin hard when only the day before he was denying whether we really knew that Russia was responsible? What kind of a tough negotiator, and this is the way the president likes to portray himself, goes into a negotiation betraying his own position the day before, calling into question the probity of his own intelligence agencies? That just doesn't make any sense. And then to say, okay, it's been resolved, now we can move on. I don't think we can move on. I don't think we can expect the Russians to be any kind of a credible partner in some cybersecurity unit. I think that would be dangerously naive for this country. If that's our best election defense, we might as well just mail our ballot boxes to Moscow. I don't think that's an answer at all.
I want to talk about cybersecurity in a minute, but are you saying that the president is not telling the truth about what happened in that private meeting?
I'm saying that as much as I like Nikki Haley, she wasn't in the room any more than I was, and it just strains credulity to think that the president took such a very different position privately with Vladimir Putin than he took publicly the day before. Why on earth would you do that? Why would you go into that negotiation and so undermine your own position? We're, I guess, meant to believe that he's much stronger in private than he's willing to be publicly, but why does that make any rational sense? On the contrary, if he was really determined to press Putin, he would have gone into that meeting and said unequivocally, this is what Russia did. Even by an account from the Secretary of State, apparently the president asked Putin whether he did it. He didn't go in there and confront him and say, as Nikki Haley would suggest, and we would all love to believe, we know you did this, you have to stop. It's just really hard to imagine given what he said only hours earlier.